urgency. We are talking all things going live. Welcome to the room. We are going to get started in just a few minutes. Apologize for being late again. We are trying to get this schedule going. As soon as I start going live, we are ready to go live. I look at stuff on my computer. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting everything up and moving. And before you know it, it's time to go live. And I'm past time. So it's all good though. You want to try to stay consistent. You want to keep showing up. That's the main thing. If you get to the point where you're feeling a little burnt out, I would say, take a breath, decide how you need to maybe make some shifts in your schedule or in your timing. Just don't stop. That's the only thing I tell you. I mean, it's one of those things where you can easily say, you know what, I'm not going to do this anymore. That's where your breakthrough is about to happen. So I tell people that all the time. You got to keep going, got to keep moving because that breakthrough is there. All right? So I don't want you to feel like you can't create other ways to do it. Maybe make some adjustments to your schedule, but don't stop. That's what I tell you. That's where again you're going to miss out on the opportunities. And that's hard because I think we always get into the point where we get frustrated. We feel as if this is not going the way we want it to go. We're trying to do it a certain way and it's trying to do it our way. And sometimes you gotta say, okay, is my way the best way? Maybe there's another way to approach this. So that's my message for the day. I'm gonna hopefully I'll help and inspire a few other people, um, but it's a matter of being consistent. So I am writing my message real quick. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Hey, Idea Barista, how are you, friend? How's everything going? How's everything going for you? I'm sitting here writing my message. Hopefully I did that right. Did I do it right? Okay, good. How's everything going for you? It is us Tuesday. Today's my long day. So I have meetings, back to back meetings. I have um, a couple later meetings. I'm doing a webinar for Shoppable Lives tonight too. Um, want to work on my client work. Okay. All right. And that's right. You do have a new client. I think you mentioned that. So you have a new client as well. Let's see. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, that's not happening. Okay. Kind of busy. Okay, one, two, at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, and at 3 o'clock. Okay. Then a webinar. Then I have a 9 o'clock. I have a client that is international. We're on two different time zones, and it's interesting trying to schedule a time to meet. So yeah, so it's interesting. Um, that is actually a direction I would love to take this if I can get more clients international as well. So that would be interesting. But she's my first. She's domestic mainly, but she's international. He said, "Oh wow, yeah, yeah." So she's doing the coaching program. So um, very interesting though, because she is in Australia. It's like wow. So all right, friends. Let me do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna get on the TikTok streets. Try to get over there get started with my day. Hopefully, things are going well for you, pals. I know TikTok is just, it's interesting. I was trying to I uninstalled and reinstalled my app just now. I did not, um, I should have powered down my phone, but that's okay. I didn't power down my phone, but yeah, I'm gonna see if it works better. We'll see over the next couple of days. There was an app update. My phone. Let me see. Do I have a lot of browsers open? I don't. So I love how interesting she says. Yes, friend. It's interesting. Um, let's see. Trying to close some more browsers. I need to spend some time doing that as well. Got a lot of tabs open. Um, hopefully, and those that will slow your phone down as well. So I'm trying to make sure I'm being a little bit more diligent with how I'm operating because having all these tabs open does have an impact to how your phone is trying to move and work. So I closed quite a few. Need to go in and close some more actually. Um, okay, I'll have to go in and close some more later. All right. Welcome to the room, everybody. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if to like the live if you have not done so already. Also, click the subscriber button to get and that bell to get notifications of when I go live and post content. I go live twice a day, 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. I co stream on TikTok, and I'm about to go over there now. And so you guys will see me in real time going live. And so I want to make sure that I'm supporting you, answering questions. So feel free to come in and make sure that you also engage. I appreciate that as well. So I appreciate you all being here. Let's see. You're gonna send you a YouTube video about TikTok. Maybe you'll find it interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, friend. Let's see. And let's see. And I have not. Give me 1 second. I gotta set up my screen because it is not not there right now. Okay. And I still don't have a three. It'll probably pop in again this week and not work. So we're going to have to figure that out. Not sure why it does not work for me. Every time I uninstall it, act like it wants to come in and then it doesn't do it. So not sure what's going on with that. All right, friends, we're going to go live on TikTok. We'll see how this goes. TikTok live. TikTok live. It didn't want to go at first. TikTok live. We are talking all things going live. We're talking about go live tips. Come in, ask questions. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. Go in, come in and ask questions. We're talking about how to go live. Let's see, my board. How to go live tips. Feel free to come in, ask questions, friends. Let me know if you have any questions. We're going to talk about how to go live with confidence and ease. Come in. Let me know if you have any questions. You said TikTok live in lowercase laugh out loud. Well, you know what? What was happening is because I uninstalled and reinstalled. This is my first time going live, and it it paused. It paused. It was like, here's the policy on going virtual gifting. I was like, oh, so it didn't actually, it didn't pop in. So it was in between coming on. And so that's why I said Lord. I was like, oh, TikTok live. So, all right. Thank you all for coming in. I see you guys. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. Let me know if you guys have questions. Appreciate you being here. Hey, Unwritten Unstoppable. I keep missing you. When are you going live, friend? We're like ships passing in the night, I think. Are you part of the late night crew? Let me see if my sound bar works now. Let's see. It does not, you all. It still does not work. TikTok. What in the world? I'm not sure what's happening with that. I hope it gets fixed at some point. I was optimistic that it was gonna work again. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm gonna have to search when I get off and see if there's somebody who did a video on it or talked about it. Let me know if you guys have figured out a solution at all. 10:30 at night. You're part of the late night crew. Uh, let's see, Joseph. I don't know what that's about, but you got to work on yourself, friend. Do some self work. All right, friends. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. Let's see if we can get some taps going. We got 0 taps coming in. My live is not acting nice today, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not getting any visibility, so we're gonna see if we can get some taps going. Screen's not picking up taps, so let's see what happens here. Appreciate you all coming in. Thank you so much. Um, Appreciate everybody joining me. Let me know if you guys have any questions as you come in. We're going to talk about TikTok live streaming tips. We're talking about beginner friendly tips to help you go live. So come in, let me know if you have questions. Thank you for sharing out the live. So we'll see if we can get going. Hey, I Imagery, appreciate you coming in, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know if you have any questions as well. I am here. I set up my screen. I was so hopeful that my sound bar would be fixed. Thank you for that, Daily Heart Me King. Um, and it was not. So I was so optimistic. And so we'll see how this goes. Thank you so much for being here. Shell, how are you as well? Thank you so much for grabbing that Daily Heart Me. Appreciate you, Diamond, coming in. Thank you for the populars, everybody. Appreciate the support. I had done a quick uninstall, reinstall tactic to see if that was going to help with visibility and getting my soundbar back and help with some of the glitching I've experienced. And it did not. So I don't know what's going on. I wanted to do the dancing game. I have it, but I can't start it because my screen is not cooperating. So I'm not sure. Hey Jackie, welcome back, friend. I've hooked up my tapper for you. Thank you so much, Shell. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for the support. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with my screen. So my screen, the touch features, when I go to start it and do all the little touch screen features, nothing is working. Grand Rising, how are you doing today? Hope all is well. Enjoy yourself and good seeing you. Thank you so much, King. Appreciate it, friend. Level 13 in the room. Congratulations, friend. Thank you so much. I got my soundbar. I got to do multiple steps to get to my soundbar. Remember me, my son from Florida. Yes, I do, Jackie. Welcome to the room, friend. Urban Eye Candy, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room as well. Thank you all for joining. Like I said, I there was an app update yesterday. Oh, you said okay, Jackie. I see you, friend. There was an app update yesterday, so I did that. I uninstalled, reinstalled today, and my soundbar is still not working. So who else is having this soundbar issue where you cannot clap and cheer when it pins? It doesn't work. Thank you, King, for that. And then when I touch, like when I did my battle or when I have multi guests up, if I do any of the touchscreen features, it does not work. Your hair looks great. Thank you so much, Per Mom. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for that daily heart me. Appreciate the populars. Look at you, level 25 in the house. Let me cheer for that, friend. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for coming in. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed with TikTok. TikTok do better. Like I said, my features are not working. Hmm. So we'll see. I like I said, I did the update. So make sure you guys go and do an update to your app. Updates for TikTok comes out almost weekly. You see them at least once a week. Good morning, Dr. Lisa. I'm going to wait to give my heart me until you get your flash go. Thank you, friend. I see you. I appreciate you. It could be it very well could be a flash day Tuesday. It could very well be that. Lynn, how are you? Where's the sound bar? Where do you see it when you go live? So when you're a live host, right where you guys see the gifting, I see a wand. There's a little wand. It looks like a pencil or something like that. And so when you click that, there's options that pop up. It's different things you can click on. This is effects. You can get to your effects that way. Sound effects are there, voice effects, your board where you can turn it on and off is there. Stickers, if I wanted to put a sticker on the screen, if I wanted to change the background. So all these other features are under that wand. And what happens when you click your sound, there's a bar that pins at the bottom so you can quickly get to it. Thank you so much, friend. Well, when I click to it and it's pinned on the bottom here, it's not working. It's not touchable. Nothing is working. So it's inoperable. So I actually have to go back into the wand, click the sounds from in there, and that's how I can do my sounds. So that's how you guys are hearing me do sounds, but it should be really quick and seamless because you have the sound bar that's sitting at the bottom. So where do you see the updates? Okay, so updates are under when you go to if you have an Android or Apple phone, you go to your Google Play, you go to your Apple app updates to go into the Apple iTunes. I don't know, it's the App Store. You go there, you type in TikTok, and they'll show you. It'll pull up TikTok, and then you just click TikTok symbols, and it'll say update, and that's how you update the app. Eye imagery, you said sorry, stuff is glitching for you, frustrating. Yeah, it is. It is. It is a little frustrating. Because I'm trying to figure out what is the best solution. So there is a new feature here. I was going to see if I could do it today. That's why I was like, well, let me update my app. Let me do all the things to see if it works. Um, there's a new feature under multi-guest. Hey, Black Lotus, that's called Let's Dance. It's a playbook feature, and you should be able to do it. But I can't turn mine on. Like if I pulled you guys up, it's a start button on my end as a host, and the start button isn't working. So I can't activate it. So whatever's happening here, the touch screen on the middle here, when I have multi-guest panels or the co-host, it's not working. It's not working for me. Um, so I don't know what's going on. I Let's try this though. We'll have a few people. I wonder if this one, if I did the AI board, will it work if I did that one? Let's see. Let's see. Um, I don't know if you meant to come up, Urban Eye Candy. You probably didn't. You probably didn't, did you? Did you mean to come up, friend? Is it gonna let me start? So let's see. Um, and so this is an AI board. So for this particular feature, there's nothing to tap on the screen, which makes it easier. Urban Eye Candy, I don't even know if you're there. So it's nothing to really I'm gonna remove it. So it's nothing really to tap on the screen. So this does work. So the AI wallpaper really quickly. Hey, Natty Nat, I'm gonna bring this down. I'm sorry, Urban. I didn't mean to do this to you, friend. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this down. But when everything's said and done, for this particular feature, there's nothing actually to tap on my screen. So I guess this is fine. So this one works just fine. So you don't have to tap anything. Let's see. When was the last time you completely shut down your phone? That's probably what I need to do. I said that right before I came on here to TikTok. I was on the YouTube and I said I need to power down my phone. That's the one thing I haven't done. My board is still not working. Yours is not working either. Your boards. I thought you were saying bar. Your boards. Yeah, it's glitching, guys. It really is glitching. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure what else to tell you to do. App update, we know that's out there. I probably do need to power down my phone, turn it on and off, and see if that has any impact. So I'll try that after this. Are we playing a game? You know what? I was just seeing if that was impacted also by the way the screen is acting up, and it doesn't seem to be. You said, did I miss the flash code? You didn't. Beatable. It hasn't come in. Dream KC, welcome to the room. Others coming into the room. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you so much for being here. Selena, good morning. So that feature there, who did I talk to about that? That is the AI wallpaper. And you can put a prompt in, and then really what you're doing is just creating a wallpaper for the back for your background when you have multi guests up. And so people who, from what I've experienced, I've tried that a few times. I played with the fan club AI generator as well. I do believe that activated my AI board. So I'm just going to say you guys can do that as a way to kind of get your other features activated. So try that a few times. And if you don't have the AI board, I know a lot of new live hosts start off with their live and they have it. So that may not need to you may not need to do that, but it is a great way to engage your audience. Let me know if you don't know what I'm talking about. The AI board, I was just playing with it, and that's what that is. It's called the AI wallpaper, and it's going to be under your three dots. All right. Thank you so much, Mika. I appreciate it, friend. And so it's going to be under your three dots, and you'll see all these other features at the top: the playbook, Multi guest also has a playbook, and the new feature was Let's Dance. Again, my screen isn't working correctly, so I can't turn it on. So I can't turn it on, friends. Um, what is it used for? You know what? It's kind of an interactive wallpaper for you to play with your guests. And so what happens is you get to put a prompt in, you create a wallpaper, and you saw how my screen showed this new design. It goes to the next person, and they in turn will put in a prompt, and then they activate the wallpaper, and their prompt is added to your prompt, and it creates a new design. So it's a fun interactive game. That's all you're doing. It's a great way to interact with your community. You said, so I scheduled my first three test lives. Okay. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. My official first public live is set for Sunday at 3. So, what do you mean by test live? Are you going to do them as like a private live? We won't be able to see them. Is that what you're saying? Or are you going to actually go live? Let me know what you meant by that. Um, actually go live so that everybody can come into it. Thank you, Win, for you. Welcome to the room. I know nothing. What does that mean? Good morning. Good morning. Somebody's comment got filtered. I missed it. Yes, friends only. Okay, yes, friends only. Okay, nice, nice. Um, that video was pinned on my page. If you guys want to know what Dreams Casey is talking about, when you go live, under the settings, before you start your live, under settings, you can do a practice live, and that's where your live is um not you're not live at all. You're practicing. You don't get all the features because you're really not live. So you don't get multi-guest and co-host. You don't get any of the boards, all that other stuff you don't get. And so welcome to the room, everybody. And so with that, you can practice your live stream. Well, what happens is that you can also go another step down. It says who can watch this live. Our lives are always defaulted to everyone, but you can change it to your friends only or specific people can watch. And so then you're private. We don't know you're live. Only those individuals see the live feature, see that you're live. TikTok just gave the flash code. It is heart me's. Thanks, Diamond. I think you gave your heart. You didn't give your heart me. So if you didn't give your heart me, it is heart me's. TikTok is choosing violence today, but it's okay, you all. So if you haven't given your heart me, you are welcome to give it now. Thank you so much for supporting. I appreciate you. We have 24 to get. If you haven't given your heart me, this will be the time to do it. Thank you all for coming in, grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate it. Yeah, TikTok is like, okay, I'm testing you fully, lady. So we'll see how this goes. I appreciate you guys. If you don't know what I'm talking about with the heart me, put in here. I don't know what you're talking about and I don't know how to give it. So let me know if you have no clue. You said I just said the word fun. Roots to Reach Digital. Good morning, friend. Happy Tuesday. I'm so glad I waited. I know. Thank you so much for waiting. That's okay. Those who didn't wait, that's totally fine. TikTok will do that. So just know that's how TikTok plays the game. Why did they filter the word fun? The only thing I did say was the word fun 3 times in a row. Really? TikTok, I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think it's a blocked word. Thank you all. Thank you for the club cheer. Appreciate that. So, dang it, I knew I should have waited, but it happened to come right away. Thank you, Urban Eye Candy. I appreciate your friend. Soda, thank you for coming in, grabbing that daily heart me. Appreciate you all joining. So yeah, TikTok said I'm gonna be extra extra today. So that's what I'm getting. Um, Thank you all for the heart me's. I appreciate it. All the support. So did you guys, my friends in here who have not gone live, when you decide to go live, the private live is a way to do it. Now I tell you guys to do that as a way to kind of work on your setup. Maybe if you wanted to just come in and it's like, you know what, I just want to quietly read the features here and kind of figure out where everything is. And I don't want people to come in and I'm gonna have to stop and talk to them. You could do that. My point of saying this is that your role is to engage with your viewers, so you want to get used to that as well. As you're talking about your topic, as you're seeing people come in, you want to try to figure out how to balance that. So if you do decide to do private, don't do it for so many lives. The goal is for you to do the engagement. So I would say maybe do it for one, maybe two, But by your third live, you should be very much active and out there and letting people see you. Okay. You say, yeah, I'm doing the test runs to learn the features in the safe space before Sunday. Yeah. So I would tell you maybe your third one you do not as a test. Yeah, that would be my recommendation. And not maybe do your topic, but your whole focus is to see what the engagement looks like with people coming into your live, people joining and stuff. And then test that out. And you're clicking their photo, you're reading their bios, doing those things. So I would do the first two if you want to do as a test. And maybe number three is you're out there trying to see what the engagement looks like. And then Sunday is your really official one. Hello from Arizona. Hey, Ray, thank you so much for being here. Those who are coming in, we do have the flash goal going on right now. So we need 24 heart me's. That is the join up here. It says join my fan club. I need to step up engagement in my lives. I'm still nervous about that. Yeah, yeah. So for you, it might just be asking people where they're from, asking people, what kind of pen do you use? A little bit more to get to know them. 31 in the room. Oh my goodness, friend. Did you know you was about to reach level 31, friend? Trisha T, how are you, friend? Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, everybody. That was from Miss Darlene. Good morning. How you doing, Jano? Thank you so much for being here. Um, so just start that engagement as much as possible. Those are the people who are coming in. And ideally you're getting those people to come, stay, get to know you, start engaging even more. Thank you for that daily heart, me, Trisha T. Appreciate it. Um, and so you want to start those side conversations. And then, obviously you're using your pens as a way to kind of market those. You might come up with stories about the pens, maybe some anecdotes, maybe what inspired you, what was the, backstory of because I know you use some different themes and characters and movies and some other things that you use. And so it may be some stuff that you can say about that. I feel bad asking for anything. Oh, why is that? Oh, well, that's the whole point here is to get people to engage. So if they're coming to your live, then you want to help set the expectation that engagement is needed. Thank you all. Thank you for that heart me. I appreciate it. Good morning. Love your tips. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you for that. Yeah, don't feel bad about it because that's if people are here watching and consuming information, again, they shouldn't think this is television. So if they're consuming information, then, ideally they can tap your screen, share the live, comment, engage in that way. And the heartbeat is, you have to have coins in your account to do that or any of the gifting. So that is like the next level support. But the basics is just comments and shares and taps. My first live was Saturday, Sunday, and today. Oh no, yesterday. Yesterday, I did practice. My comments were not seen. I saw when people joined. What do you mean? But comments were not seen. So you don't know if they were commenting. You saw them join, but you didn't see any comments. Interesting. Did you have a backup phone? Maybe your backup phone could test it, or did you know somebody in the room, like the heart me's, etc. Oh yeah, in terms of joining the fan club and grabbing your heart me, yeah, that's a great way for people to support as well. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can pin it. I think we're 50% done. We have 17 of 24 heart me's left. So this is the flash goal. It's a lot of bots. In the in the app, I don't know if they're all bots. I know people get a lot of people from other countries. But Snoop, you're seeing people who are bots that are actually coming in and just putting what dots in the chat or something like that. What are they doing? Southern 2168, appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Mika, thank you for the stickers. Generous, thank you for those stickers as well. I appreciate you both. Jasmine, thank you for the stickers. Also, friends. Um, so I appreciate that. Title gifter of donuts. Look at you, friend. Miss Quinn, thank you so much for that. Appreciate that, friend. Let's see. David, thank you for being here. Soda Light, appreciate you coming in, trying to get that daily heart me. You guys are awesome. We have 24 heart me's that are due. Four more are left. So if we can get four more engagers to give that daily heart me, let's see. get my backup to the backup. Let's see. Thank you so much, friends. People were sent to my room, but it was hard keeping them in the room. Yeah, that's the main thing. Keeping them in. So there's a couple tactics. I mean, again, as you're focused on your topic, if you can get them to talk a little bit more. So you're gonna have to think about your topic. Like, what are questions you can ask to kind of get them to stop a little bit and just, ask questions of them. Like, have you experienced that before? Drop a hard, give me a one or two, those type of things help depending on what you're talking about. You said Dave and Yo Yo. Let me 80th. Hey, Miss Opp, how are you, friend? Creeping, welcome to the room. Nigel, thank you so much. I appreciate your friends. Thank you all for coming in. This is we're wrapping up this flash code. I think we're very close to getting it. We have two more heart me's. So if you are new, we have one more heart me, and we will achieve that goal. TikTok tried us. We're 6 minutes in. Let's see if we can get it done. We are 6 minutes in for that heart me. And so we need one more person to come in and swoop in and get the heart me. Do we get it? Thank you so much. We got it. Oh, wow. I appreciate that. SP walking into the room, grabbing that last heart me. Thank you so much, friend. TikTok is not your friend. It's not. TikTok chose violence today, but that's okay. TikTok has been trying me all week, all last week and this week. Let's see. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you for that, creeping. I appreciate it. But yeah, TikTok has been trying me for real, for real. You said outstanding. Thank you. Oh, thank you for the hand heart title gifter. Awesome, friend. Let's see. Thank you all for supporting. I appreciate it. Like I said, the heart me is TikTok's way. Thank you very much, friend. Thank you very much. Is TikTok's way of trying to see if the room is engaging. So try some of that language, you all. Thank you so much, friends. Try some of that language because it really is, appreciate all the heart me's. Um, it really is about making sure your community is being built based on people's engagement. Thank you so much. Thank you for those. Thank you for the shares. Question: if a goal has been met from the gift gallery and doesn't show what is happening. So with the gift gallery, a person becomes a title gifter. To become a title gifter, they actually have to give the number of gifts that is being asked. And so you can click, there's a quick click button that says become the title gifter. And so if they're clicking that, they are actually becoming the title gifter. If they just click one of the items, they don't become the title gifter unless it's only asking for one. So I'm going to assume that someone clicked it, but they didn't get all of them so that they can actually become the title gifter. Yeah. So when you saw Miss Quinn, she became the title gifter. Thank you very much, Creepin. She became the title gifter because she had actually clicked the title gifter. And so it had title gifter show up on the screen, that purplish color. That's what we saw. And so she had actually become the title gifter for that particular gift. You have to give them most of them. You have to give them most of them. What do you mean? Um, Miss Vicky, you actually have to give all of them to become the title gifter. You have to give them all for that title. Should more be added in the live to receive credit? Keep in mind, okay, so we just saw the hand hearts that was given as the title gift. If I made the hand hearts my my live goal, and I could, in order for someone to actually become the title gifter, they have to give all of those, all of whatever's required for the title gifter. So I think it was 6 or 7 for the hand hearts, and maybe I made the live goal total of 10 hand hearts. If you gave one, Miss Vicky gave one, 5 or 6 other people gave them two, nobody becomes the title gifter unless somebody clicks up here and gives them all. Does that make sense? So you said what? Yeah, yeah, you have to give them all. Oh, thank you, Creepin'. Look at you, Fred. Thank you for the balloons, the hot air balloons. While I see it now. Miss Vicky, you hadn't paid, you hadn't seen that? Yeah, yeah. That's how you become the title gifter. Not necessarily became the title gifter. Becoming the title. Yeah, so SP, if you're not necessarily becoming a title gifter, you're giving a gift, that's one thing. You can give a gift, that's fine. You might get credit in as a gifter, but you don't have the title. So you might get credit because maybe you gave two of them, but not all five. And so you'll get credit in the little box as someone who gave two, because there's the top three of that gift. So you might get credit for that, but to become the title gifter means that you gave them all. Thank you, Creepin. I see your friend. Creepin, when do you go live? I gotta get over to your live, friend. But the host, what is the host? What do you mean but the host? There's a question mark. I'm not understanding. Because the title, the gift gallery is for the live, is for the host. It's a gift. Um, it is for the host. The host, I'm not sure what your question is. Let me know what you meant by that. Sure. Roots, thank you so much. 5 o'clock. Oh, 3:30 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday. That's right. Why 3:30 in the morning? I was like, I don't know if I would ever see your live. Why 3:30 in the morning, friend? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I gotta set an alarm for your live. I work so early. Oh wow. Okay, you'll DM me. Okay, perfect. They used to be the rule for certain gifts. Now for all. Wow. Um, what was the rule for certain? It didn't matter. What you mean? What was the rule? TikTok just wanted you to spend the for fake merchandise. For fake merchandise, you know, if you want to, wow, how do I say this? That is part of the game. We are in TikTok's economy. We are in TikTok's economy. However, if you're in a room where the live host is giving value, and I tell people all the time, as a live host, your job is to educate, entertain, and inspire people. And so if you're in a room and a person's doing that, it's it's proper etiquette to make sure you're supporting, you know. And so does it have to be the bigger gifts? Not necessarily. I mean, obviously the live host would appreciate that, but it's showing that you are appreciating and supporting that person for the time, effort, the information that they're sharing. So for that, I think it's appropriate. You know, it's appropriate because again, this ain't TV, so it's like nobody is really paying for this support that's happening. And, you know, depending on the live room you're in, there's a lot of value that's being given out, and people would pay money for that type of value. And so you just got to recognize, like, what are you giving, what are you offering, and how do you make sure that your audience understands the proper etiquette. You said I've been on lives that's been on 3 hours early. Okay, gotcha. um Thanks so much, friends. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, gotcha. Um, Morning Queen, morning friend, gifts equal tips for entertainment information. Buffalo, I like that. I like that a lot. I mean, it is like a tip. It's like somebody's offering a service, somebody's offering information. And, you know, obviously, in terms of payroll, there's nobody on TikTok's payroll. We're doing this more or less voluntarily, more or less, you know. So certain rooms you got a lot of activity and engagement and interaction happening, but at the same time, this is 100% based on your prerogative to do this. And so you want people to support. Good morning. Good morning. Huge value. I learned so much from my fave live host. That's it. That's it. That's the way you have to think about it. Like what's happening here. And obviously TikTok with let's be real, any 9 to 5 job, that employer is getting their cut. Okay. They're getting their cut. That is across the board. You don't work at any place where somebody is not getting something from your effort. That's just it. And so when you make a choice to do it on streaming, just recognize that you also have somebody who's benefiting from your work and your effort. And so you just have to make sense of it for you in terms of what you're doing in your time and your why. I tell people know your why. All right. So let's see. I brought a pair of tennis shoes and they were messed up in them. Oh, okay. Good morning. Hey, how you doing, friend? Welcome to the room. Good morning. Your hair looks. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it, friend. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. So just know, I mean, thank you so much for that daily heart. I mean, just know at the end of the day, when you come here, you got to figure out your why. You do need the engagement for your room to be successful. As people are coming into your TikTok live, they if you can help them understand, again, that engagement is important for how your live is pushed out, how TikTok is letting your live grow and get more visibility and you are discovered. Obviously, there's some things you should be doing on the front end. You want to make sure you post about your live. You want to make sure you share your live. You want to make sure you are actually adding to your stories, to your note. So there's things like that you should be doing so that you can hopefully get some visibility from your own community, your own followers. But ultimately, the people who are coming in, you need that support from them as well. You need the taps to be up. So we're over 50K taps, which is great. You need the shares to happen. If you guys don't mind sharing out the live, we have the arrow here. You can press down on the middle of my nose or my glasses and share out the live. You also can repost. You can add it to stories. That's another way to do it. Shorty, you said, good morning. How are you today? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, friend. Saved by Grace, you said, I want to start going to live to share my struggles with WC, but not sure how to be successful. WC seems like I should know it, but I don't, it's not clicking for me. What is WC? It's like, what's WC? Workman's comp. Okay, there we go. There we go. I was like, I think I'm supposed to know this. Okay, workman's comp. Okay, gotcha. All right. So, you said excellent point. Absolutely. Um, so you could do it. You could do it. Just turn on your content disclosure and your audience control. It sounds like there's a little bit more of a mature conversation you're having. And so if you want to talk about that, do you actually now work in terms of like EOC or some other facet where you can kind of help people understand how to leverage workman's comp successfully, or what does it mean if you access it? Oh, yeah. Why do people say power share instead of share? Well, power share, and honestly, it's not a term that TikTok I think officially has, but I think what it means is that you're sharing almost in like a bulk way because you can just go down a list of names and just share it out. The max you can share, even with that particular press down, is 15. So you have to, take it away, come back, press it again, and then share with 15 other people. You can't keep sharing it to the same people because TikTok will get mad at you and say you're spamming their chat. So you got to make sure you're sharing it with different people. You can actually search. You might have other people you need to search for and share it with. So you could share it. So it allows you to have a little bit more um, you know, uh, I guess, streamlined process to share it that way. So that's kind of a power share. Um, oh yeah, why do people? Okay, so power share. How can you share and post alive? Tasha, give me 1 second. I'll show you on my other screen. I'll show you what we just talked about with the power share. Give me 1 second. I just want to make sure I didn't miss comments. How you doing? Happy Tuesday, Bren. Thank you so much, just Gypsy, coming into the room. Selena, thank you for the rose and sharing it out. Thank you, friend. Appreciate you being nosy. Do you work outside the house? No, I work from home. I'm here. I've been working even before TikTok, my TikTok journey. I've been working from home since for the most part, I'm going to say COVID or the pandemic. However, I went back to my campus because I was working on my campus because I was on maternity leave. Actually, this is my maternity shirt, one of the shirts I had in there. And so I had worked from home. And honestly, I was like everybody else, once you got used to being at home. And then I had a small child. My son was born in 2020. And so um, I made a conscious decision that I wanted to be home. So yeah, I was at a place where I was like, I don't like the 9 to 5. My son was small, kind of was older. I was older parent too. I was like, why am I doing a hustle and bustle anymore? And because my campus was like 45-minute drive there, 45 minutes home, and so it just made for a long commute in the morning, long commute home. And so at a point, I was like, you know what, I'm ready to transition. So I ended up getting a job that allowed me to work still higher ed adjacent, but I worked for the corporate side of higher ed, working as vice president for strategic partnerships. And so I did that um, during the time I was doing the TikTok stuff. And so that was happening right around the same time frame. Yeah. And so I actually left that job to come here and do this full time. So yeah, because I was at a point like I'm not fulfilled. So this has been fulfilling. Um, how do you turn phone off before live so it won't come on? How do you turn phone off before live so it won't out your phone won't come on? I'm confused. Let me know what you meant by that, Brand. How do you power off your phone? Is that what you're asking? Same since 2015. Oh wow, 2015. Wow. Have to jump. Have a great day. Thank you so much, friends. Others coming in the room. I appreciate you all being here. April, I see you as well. Let me talk about the power share real quick. I don't know what, Brent, I'm not sure if I'm following your question. You might have to reword it for me, friend. I'm not sure. So it won't ring. Oh, you mean the do not disturb? So I think that's what you're saying. So you don't want your phone to ring while you're live? My phone, I have an iPhone. You can swipe the corner down and it kind of has these little settings that you can go to. And one of the settings is that you can turn your phone on do not disturb, where it says mainly it has a couple different options for you. So if you want to put it silent, you can make it do not disturb. So I do that. Okay, yeah. So I have an iPhone. I don't know how the Androids operate, but mine is just swiping from the corner down. I'm able to get to that screen to do the do not disturb. Let me know if somebody else knows another way. What type of phone do you have? I think she means do not disturb or 8.1 mode. Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you, friends. I appreciate that. Yes, so the do not disturb is okay. You do okay. I'm assuming Android is the same. Okay, perfect. Okay, what are the trigger words that cause violations? Ooh, Gypsy, give me a second. Let me answer the power share question. Your little one quiet as you're on the line. How do I keep up? He's 6 now. He's at school. He's in kindergarten. So he does come up. You hear him every now and then. He'll come in the room and say, "Mommy," and say something to me. But yeah, so he's fine now. The first year of doing this, he was a little pesty on the weekends in particular. So my husband kind of is my bodyguard, so he protects me, and so he keeps him downstairs, keeps him active. He has a little playroom area, so he keeps him there so he can play with his toys, and they go out and play, you know, sporting events and stuff like that, because he's done baseball, soccer on the weekends, and sometimes I'll go to the games, sometimes I don't. um Listening at work. Thank you so much. So what happened though, I will say this, and this is something I talk about all the time. My my TikTok schedule came because of him. So I go live at 10 a.m. That's my morning live, and then I go live at 4. Where he was at he was always in daycare, so he was in daycare, and so because he was at daycare, my and my husband was at work. 10 o'clock worked for me, and let me say this: I was still working at one point. And so I had a block of time I would take at 10 and I would do that hour. Sometimes it would be an hour and 15. So I was kind of stealing time. And then I would do the 4 o'clock. Now my day would wrap up around 4. So that wasn't a big deal. But the 10 o'clock, I was kind of stealing it for about 3 months. And then, but the 4 o'clock was part of my end of the day routine anyway. So I would just do my live right after my day ended and use that time because my son wasn't home yet. So I would go live from like 4 to 6. He's coming home around 6. And then I was able to do mommy duty. So I did that probably most of 2025. I was operating like that. So yeah, good. Hello, hello, friend. How you doing, Fawn? Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Power share. Let me just show this real quick. Someone said how to share the live earlier. Thank you, others who are coming in the room. I see you, West Indy Queen. Thank you so much, Gamma B. I see you as well. Good morning, RJ. Thank you so much, friend. Um, you said, how do you do the power share? Let me show you the power share. Power share, if you are on your phone, you're going to press down on my screen, or on your screen rather. My glasses, my nose, the middle of the screen here. So if you press down, a screen pops up and you are actually sending, I don't know if you can see that. So you're sending that to your friends, your followers. At the very bottom, you can also send it as another search. So you can search people's names and then send it to them. You can actually, once you click someone's name to share it with, You can actually send a little message. It allows you to send a little message as well. So, um, and you said, Mika, I meant you should have a TikTok. You should have a TikTok mentor. What? Okay. Do you need a TikTok mentor? If so, how do you get one? Do you need a TikTok mentor? Um, so I'm at agency. Do you mean agency? Maybe that's the word you need. You meant when you meant when you say mentor, do you mean a coach? Some and so coaches you usually pay for. Someone offering mentorship, that's usually like a paid service. An agency is not. How do you get with an agency? Okay. So I am a creator network agency. So that's something I started last year. So I am an agency. I'm an owner and manager. And so I will put the agency page here. I'll talk about the agency. I usually come here and just talk about different topics. You guys come in, ask questions, and then depending on where the conversation goes, we learn, we grow. Um, and then I always end with saying something about the agency. I usually will do that, but it just depends on where the conversation is taking us. This is my official agency page. Hey, Coach Jesse, this is my official agency page. And because on this page, I need to do more content, but on this page is where you can apply to the agency. And so this is what I will end up sending you. And so if you want to follow this page, if you want to go to the content, you can go there as well. Let me see, Mika, and I'll talk about the agency in 1 second. I just wanted to make sure I shared that. Okay, I heard about people having mentors. You have to get a certain level to apply for the agency. Um, no, you have to be going live. You have to be a live host and going live, and then you can apply. There are some rules about who's eligible. So I'll talk about that as well. How do you share to your stories with the live? When you are live as a live host, you guys see the arrow here. As a live host, I see an arrow also. Thank you so much, Gamma B. When I click that arrow, one of the bottom ones says add to stories. So I can add it. I'm going to do it right now. I can add my live to the story. I did it earlier. I'll do it again. It doesn't hurt. And so I just added it to my stories, just that quick. Um, Dr. Lee said maybe she's talking about moderators. Or oh, thank you very much, Coach Jesse. um, Let me know what you meant by that. Mika, did you mean moderator? A moderator is someone helping with your chat. Is that what you meant? What did you mean? When you say mentor, what are you saying, friend? Let me know what you meant. Okay, I heard about people having mentors. Maybe are you mentoring? Are you thinking about moderators? Moderators are people in your room. They're helping to pin comments. They're helping to remove bad actors, people who are not being appropriate in your chat. What did you mean by mentor? So let me know what you meant by that. So an agency is different than a moderator. It's probably different than what you mean as a mentor as well. Um, and so let me know what you meant by that question. I just want to make sure I answer it correctly. Um, when it comes to the agency, TikTok, and we talked about TikTok economy. This is a TikTok economy. So TikTok has 8 million people. Thank you so much for the swan, friend. He said, what is an ambassador? um, so it depends on what you're talking about. Ambassador is I know where the Creator Search Insights, they have an ambassador program where they want people to promote Creator Search Insights, and because you're talking about it, you're creating content about it, they will put money behind those videos and promote your video content. So they have an ambassador program. So that's the only ambassador program I know of on TikTok. Somebody else tell me if there's another program out there, but that's the one I've talked about before because I did get accepted into their ambassador program. And so I do share content about Creator Search Insights. Um, but let me know what you meant by that. So from a TikTok perspective, that's a very specific program. It's called the Creator Search Insights Ambassador Program. I was like, sheesh, a mentor for TikTok. Thanks for clarifying that. Okay, exactly that. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome, friend. Okay, so when it comes to a mentor, I mean, there are people seriously TikTok, as y'all can tell. I mean, we're not mincing words here. this TikTok is a whole thing. It's a lot going on here. Whether you're talking about TikTok Shop, whether you're talking about the content, whether you're talking about the live stream experience, whether you're talking about TikTok Go, TikTok One, there's all these other programs. So it is a lot going on here. And at the end of the day, you may need a mentor. You may need a coach. You may decide to join an agency. You may do all that so that you can understand all the different facets here. And ultimately, you don't know what you don't know. And so, if you can have kind of a head start, a head up, leg up in terms of understanding this platform, that's not a bad thing. And my dissertation was based on mentorship. That was my whole research topic, was coaching and mentorship. And I talked about it in a business relationship, because you need what they call sponsors and mentors in your life when you're in corporate America, or if you're talking about students and understanding their career path and journey. Like, how do you have that person? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. That person who's going to mentor you and show you the way when you don't know the way. And then how are you going to have that person in the room advocating for you? That's what a sponsor is, advocating for you when you're not in the room. Okay, so you need that in your career journey. You need that in your personal life too. So with that, hey, how you doing, Lady Sherry? Thank you so much for being here. So because of that, I'm a strong proponent of getting support. You need support. You want to have people in your corner. You decide how you want to go about that, whether you are working with somebody closely and you create a partnership or relationship with them, or you pay someone to do it and support you and coach you. But again, depending on what your goals are and what you're trying to achieve, you should actively think about, getting the right support. You're a beautiful butterfly. Thank you so much, Coach Jesse. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for all that love that you're spreading. I appreciate it. Thank you, friend, for being here as well. And so I said all that because there are TikTok people out here. There are people who are coaching. There are people who are supporting. Some of them are early in their process, learning as they go. Some of them have been here for some time and understand kind of the ebbs and flows of TikTok. So again, just kind of know who you're connecting with and how they are supporting your journey. Um, with the agency, I'm always got my ear to the ground. I'm trying to figure out what's new. I try to bring that to you all. We are an agency of people who will come back, share updates and information, and it's an agency of supporters. So you want to make sure you're connecting with people who are going to help you grow. All right. And so that's what I would tell you first and foremost. But you got to do it in a way that obviously you want to grow. You want to be here. You want to connect. If you're going to be in an agency, a creator network agency, it is all about you going live. So you got to go live first and make sure that if you do decide to go with an agency, it is going to support you. All right. Um, I'm new here and this is good information. Thank you. You're welcome, Cynthia. You're welcome. This is good. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys are welcome. I appreciate the support too. So the Creator Network Agency, TikTok, has over 2,000 agencies that are on the app. 300,000 people are with agencies, but there's 8 million people who have gone live. And so TikTok says, you know what? We have a lot of people out there doing their thing, and they're doing it without guidance and understanding of the community guidelines or how to scale their live stream so that they can earn more and build more community, build more capacity to go live, understand all the rules and guidelines, but also monetize more. Okay. Again, we said earlier, when this is a TikTok economy. And so if you are growing as a live host, then you're winning, TikTok winning, and then TikTok pays the agency as well. And so the agency will kind of win. It's actually a pretty interesting model. But but TikTok pays you, they pay themselves, and they pay the agency. So that's how this works. Ultimately, you just got to decide what you want to do here. And so if you are not going live, I would encourage you, and you're interested in going live, I would encourage you to start the process. You want to do 3 lives. So those are 3 separate days for a total of 30 minutes. You can go longer. I would encourage you to go longer. But essentially, you said I got 1,600 followers and never got paid. Well, you don't get paid for followers, friend. That's not what happens. You have 1,400, 14,000. But you don't get paid for followers. That's not how it works. You get paid for your activities, what you're doing, going live, those people coming and supporting, or if you're posting content or participating in campaigns, or if you have the super fan activated, or if you have Service Plus. So there's so many different ways to get money, but you gotta know how to do it. How do I find agencies and pick the right one? You can go on the search bar and look up agencies, look up the names. They actually, if you're going live, they will find you. Just to be honest with you, I don't do the scouting recruiting, so I recruit from here. You said, yeah, that's my problem. I don't know where to start. Okay, well, stay with me, friend. Is it Loreen? Think is that it, Loreen? Let me know if that's it. Um, and so thank you, 400 minutes, Fawn. Look at there, friend. Congratulations. Thank you for that. Um, so when it comes to agencies, yeah, you gotta search actually. Lauren, but low fine. Oh, okay. Okay. Don't see it, but I see it. All right, friend. Lauren, welcome to the room. Um, so when everything's said and done, you got to find an agency that's right for you. So like I said, I am an agency. I am a creative network. It was you said it was a whole thing. RJ, thank you for the stickers. I see you, friend. Um, so yeah, I am a creative network agency. I come here to recruit, but because I talk to a lot of people who are beginners, those are people who are still like nervous, afraid, shy, and they don't go live. They're you know they're still trying to assess this. I know a lot of my people who come to my live are like, hey, Q are overthinkers. You're trying to figure out how to do all the things. You want to see everything. Look at you leveled up too, friend. Congratulations, Fawn. Thank you for that. Level up cake. Good morning, Bahamian. And so you got to know all the answers before you even get started. And I'm going to tell you, you actually have to turn that inclination to do that. You got to turn it off here. You got to turn it off because if you want all the answers, you're not going to ever start. Things are changing so much, and on top of that, the answers will not get discovered until you start doing the work. And so I would tell you, turn it off, go live, and try to start understanding as you do it. It's learning as you go. I didn't realize that you were an agency. Okay, awesome. I really like your tone and style. Thank you so much, Jay Nicole. I appreciate that, friend. I've went live and posted a lot of content, but just random stuff, really. Okay. Mika, thank you so much for that. Overthinking are us. I know, I know. And I'm an overthinker too. I had to cut that off. I had to stop it. Will an agency ever contact you, or do you always have to apply to an agency? Mika, you will ultimately have to apply. If you are going live, there are people who actually scout. They actually go to different lives and they're trying to see what you know and what you're doing, and they'll send you a DM and say, "Hey, join our agency. Here's the information. We saw your live." And so they do that. The platform actually allows for us to do that in a quick, seamless way. Again, I don't recruit that way because a lot of people I work with are new. And so TikTok changed the rules in March, where really you got to make sure that the people who you're bringing in, they want more quality live hosts. They want people who are going to be more consistent showing up. They're trying to build up that ecosystem of people who are going to go live, but also that are able to hold a room and maintain and grow. And so they're looking for that. And so for that reason, they've kind of required people to have more hours and more days that you're going live each month. So you just got to be intentional in that way too. And then you got to grow. They have like a 90-day plan to say, okay, you want to see your people grow and hit that 200K diamond mark sooner rather than later. So a lot of that goes into it. But again, if you're just someone who's saying, okay, I'm not going to go live, I'm going to do it once or twice, I'll see how I feel about it, then you don't need an agency. I'm just going to say that now because again, you're not supporting the live journey, in a more consistent way. Working up my nerve. Thank you so much, Halleck. I appreciate your friend. Thank you for that. Let's see. You said working up my nerve to go live. Okay, fine. You got this, friend. Jackie True. Yep. Wow, you are talking directly to me. Am I really, RJ? Mika got it. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Please just receive a message from This interest and support there. Thank you so much, Mac. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. But I was thinking it was a scam. So what should I do? Um, I don't understand the question. You're asking, you got something in your inbox from somebody? Don't respond. I don't respond to messages. I don't understand what they're asking me. So I traditionally ignore those. I had to shut down the overthinking too. It destroys our joy, playfulness while learning to go live. It is. That is it. If you overthink this, and I'm going to tell you right now, your brain just the way we've been conditioned, it's going to say, why am I doing this? Thank you very much, Creeping. Appreciate you. You're gonna say that to yourself. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I torturing myself? Why am I showing up in this way for nobody to come in a room or for me to get 7 cents? Like, what is going on here? What have I just done to myself? You're gonna do that probably for the first couple weeks. You said, "Hi, Dr. Lisa." You're going to do that often in this process. And it takes, you said, "Hey, thank you so much." And it takes that person to say, you know what? I know this is the growing pains. I know this is the awkward moment. I know it gets better. I know, you said, girl, I know it gets better if I just show up in a way that I've never showed up before. I know I can do this. I know I can do hard things. This is where it starts, but it doesn't mean that has to end this way. And I know there's a better outcome as long as I stay with it. And that's just my mindset about it. And that's the mindset you would have about it. Because if you're overthinking this, you will never get better. Okay? You will never see the outcome that ultimately could happen and realize for you. But you're always saying, "No, I'm stopping. It's too uncomfortable. I can't do this." It gets better. Sorry, can you repeat that? What can I repeat, Celine? What part of that? Um, that I just tapped in. Let me know what you meant, friend. What part of that? I was talking about the agency. I'll talk more about the agency as well. I think that's what you're asking me. How do you get diamonds in a live? Tasha. Okay. I will briefly talk about the Scale Live rewards. I'll talk about that. It's definitely a job. It is. It is. It gets, it gets easier over time though. I think it would be okay to mix singing songwriter with comedy aspects. That's true. There are people who do that. Let's see. Let me catch up on some comments and I'm going to go back to diamonds and agency. So it's the agency going to send you a message or call you. No one should be calling you. So, no. So, you shouldn't get a phone call. It would be an inbox message here on TikTok. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. 400 minutes. Look at you, Lady Nave. Nave, thank you so much. How do I know if an agency is for you? Um, your program is great. Thank you so much, Lori. I appreciate it. Here's what I will tell you. Um, when it comes to an agency, let me talk about agencies, then I'll close that out and I'll talk about diamonds. So stay with me, friend who asked about diamonds and just overall monetization. When it comes to an agency, you can search agencies for what you're looking for. You can go on a home screen and search for an agency that way. As you are going live, I'm just going to say this, in the first couple weeks, you traditionally maybe 3 days, I'm sorry, 3 weeks, could be earlier, you might have somebody DM you about the Creator Network Agency, Creator Network Program. So you may have somebody DM you that way. Now, you have 15 days to as an out clause. So if you don't like what you're experiencing, you don't like it, you have 15 days to leave, to not participate. You got to officially quit. You have to do that officially. I would tell you to talk to the agency first. Just make sure that you're all on the same page. Message them in the inbox. Do whatever you need to do. But you do have that 15-day out clause. If you go beyond that, you got a 30-day notice you got to provide. And then TikTok says, okay, an agency has put their time and effort and energy into you, and you can't go jumping around from agency to agency to agency. Obviously, you can do the 15-day and get out. But if you've been there getting services, getting support, then you just can't jump and go to another agency. So they make you cool down. They call it a cool down period for 2 months before you can go to another agency. Okay. So keep that in mind because it's technically a 90-day out. So you decide what you're doing um, in advance. I had to switch to my PC. Did you really? Okay. Um, so So keep that in mind as you decide to do it. Thank you, patience. Thank you for that daily heart, me friend. But again, you want to make sure that you are hey, 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 Tammy. Appreciate your friend. You want to make sure that the agency is right for you. That's all I would tell you. Make sure it's right for you. And honestly, let me say this, you got to make sure you're right for the agency. And let me explain that, because a lot of people, you'll start something and you don't have any intent to truly take advantage and participate. And so just recognize that anything that you don't know, an agency can answer questions for you. They can get support for you. They can give you training. My agency does that, and they can give you information. So you got to make sure that you're also willing to get out of yourself and seek out the help. If you're a person who likes to do things yourself, then you don't need an agency. If you're a person who's like, you know what, I'm just going to do things any old way. And then when you get in trouble, you're like, oh, well, that agency wasn't there for me. And I was like, well, where were you? Where were you when it came to come to a meeting or coming to a live stream or asking questions or sending an inbox message? So if you're that type of person, I'm going to tell you now, you might want to reevaluate how you're operating, because there's a lot of support, but you also have to be willing to seek out the support too. So that's just my little soapbox on that. Because I've had some people say, well, they never came to my live. I was like, well, did you ever come to a meeting? Did you ever show up? Did you ever ask for help? Did you ever ask questions? I show up here twice a day. So I'm here all the time. And so, and I do weekly meetings, I do one on ones. And so you got to make sure you're willing to get the support too. How do you know if we're becoming part of an agency? How do we know if we're becoming a part of agency? You got to accept it, friend. You gotta accept the invite. There's an actual invitation that you have to acknowledge. Let me know if that's the case. Eye imagery. I don't think you and I have communicated, but let me know if you did communicate with somebody. You might have accepted their invite. You didn't know it. Let's see. Let's see. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you guys. Um, let's see. Hey, hey, hey. Let's see. Hello, Celeste. How are you, friend? Patience. Thank you so much. New here. Welcome to the room, friends. Let me know eye imagery if you have a question, friend. I really want to learn how to go live. I'm terrified. You got it, patience. You got it, friend. Just be patient with yourself. You can do it. You can do all hard things, friend. Put in the do it scared stickers for our friend. Because the Creator Network thing sounds familiar, but I didn't know that that was an agency. Oh, well, here's what you need to do, friend. If you belong to an agency, it is actually on under the Creator Network tab. Okay. So follow me. And this is for anybody in the room. If you don't know, if you click something and you joined an agency, you didn't realize it, follow me. So go to your profile, click your TikTok studio. On the top, you'll see TikTok studio, you'll see post, and you'll see live. Go to the live side, click live, scroll down to tools and resources. Towards the bottom is tools and resources. In those boxes, click the arrow for tools and resources so you can see all the different boxes under there. One of the boxes is a creator network. That's what I said. This is a TikTok program. So one of the boxes says creator network. If you join my agency, it would say launch your income agency. You would see that you belong to an agency. All right. And that's where you see our campaigns for our agency. That's where you see your referral code to refer to other people. All that is under that tab. All right. So click there and you'll see what agency you belong to. Yep. Goes both ways. Yes, it does. It goes both ways. Yep. I updated my bio. So as you suggested, did you, friend? Empowering parents, coaching purpose, helping parents create karma homes and stronger family systems. DM Calm. I love it, Diamond. That's good. That's so true. I need help, girl. You need help, patience. I love it. Stay with us, patients. We'll talk some more about getting started. What are the benefits of being part of an agency? Bounty, how you doing, Bounty and Bliss? Thank you so much, Harold. Welcome back, friend. How are you? This has been so helpful today. You're welcome, Fawn. Thank you so much. Do it scared. Exactly. I haven't been live in a week, but I have been consistent with posting. I just feel stuck. Go live and talk about what you posted. Yeah, your content that you're posting should mirror what you're talking about in your life. That's a good way of making sure you always have stuff to talk about. Talk about what you're posting. I don't understand why I can get in. You said why I can get in or can't. What Pamela, what you mean by that? What are you referring to? I have three green check marks. Check marks for what? Tell me more. What are you referring to? Okay, thanks. Good morning, Harold. I think I'm having trouble finding the right time to go live. Okay. Find a schedule that works with you for you first, and then depending on your topic, you can decide if that is going to work with your audience. So 500-minute streams. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. That is awesome. I'm here. Patience, you're here. Okay. Stay with me, friend. I'm well and you. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. Good morning. How are you, friend? WHD. Thank you so much. How do you find it? It was trying to keep up. How do you find what, friends? I'm missing something. Finding what? What are we saying? I'm gonna go back. Diamonds. You said Tasha Diamonds. Okay, give me 1 second, Tasha. I gotta get to the let me close out the agency conversation. Okay, real quick. Agency conversation. Closing it out real quick. I'm getting to into creator programs. Um, Give me 1 second. You're talking about the creator pilot program. Thank you so much, Pamela. I think you're talking about TikTok Shop. Let me know if you're referring to TikTok Shop because you didn't say that. You said creator programs. So I'm not sure what that means. But agency. I'm a creator network agency. If you're interested in an agency, this is the agency page where you can apply. I'm going to pin it. I do lives twice a day. Every day, twice a day, 10 a.m. This is my 10 o'clock live. I'll be back at 4. I come live every day, answering questions, engaging. I do recruit here as well. And then also, I do weekly meetings with my creators on Sundays at 6:30. We go over Zoom. We go onto Zoom. We talk over there. We connect. The Creator Reward Program is paying pennies. I know. I need to talk to you, Halaku. Um, and then I also do one-on-ones with my creators. So we do one-on-ones. We look at your analytics. I want to make sure you take a data-driven approach as you're thinking about your live stream. What gets measured gets done. So you want to pay attention to what are you doing in your live? How do you improve? But you got to keep showing up and you got to think about different things you're measuring, whether it's your shares. We got 143 shares down here. What does it look like for us to get to 200 shares? We got 112 likes up here. Could we get to 150K likes? And so, again, you're looking at different things in your live stream that maybe you can get more engagement, encourage your viewers to support if you can. So, that's something we talk about. We look at your data, we look at your analytics, we see ways that you might think about your live stream differently. I also have a school platform, SKOOL, where you can go over there, get some resources. I have a couple different um, resources that are posted over there that you can look at and learn. I don't require battles, but there is battle information. We talk about battles, we do campaigns, and battling is a big piece to hit the leaderboard so that you can build up your battles. TikTok loves battles, they push people in your room for that. It's a whole thing here. So I don't require it, but I do strongly encourage it. What else do I do? We have a group chat here on TikTok where you can share your live, post your content there. You want to be an engaged viewer and go to other people's lives in the agency because the people in the agency, we know how to tap the screen, share the live, get the daily heart me, support your live goal. We know how to do it, but people, you have to be a supporter to also get support. So if you're sitting back in your live room just waiting for people to come to you, then that's something you want to shift. I'm going to tell you that now. You need, if you want visibility, you want to make sure you're going out to support your supporters too. All right. So I say that because I want to make sure you understand how this works. But to join the agency, you can go to that account. You can also message me here if you want to message me. This is Service Plus. Service Plus is also this yellow arrow in the corner. If you need one-on-one consultation, you need coaching, I do that as well. So just tell me what you need. But if you want to message me agency, I'll send you the agency page and then I'll give you some more information on going live. If you want to join the agency, you have to be already eligible to go live, meaning that you've done your first 3 lives and you have a plan to go live at least 4 times a week. Again, if you want visibility, you got to start showing up. You got to start building. You got to make sure that you're being consistent here. So I say at least 4 days a week. TikTok's rules is that you cannot join an agency if you already belong to an agency. So check to see if you belong to one already. Cannot join an agency if you already belong to one. Um, it is one agency per person. for one of your accounts, meaning that you got multiple accounts. Not all of them could be in agencies in what's called a creator network agency. And then you got to make sure the account that is joining is the account that is your primary, where you've made the most diamonds going live. All right. So that's another stipulation. You also have to be in the US or Canada for my agency. You also have to be not in restrictions or live. Who has time for that? Live 4 times a week. 4 times a week is easy. For an hour, you sat here and watched me. You could have been live. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's things that you can just figure out, like, how do I do it? You can fit it in. You absolutely can. Can you send your message for support banner again? I can. I will, Cynthia. That was a pin card. You can pin it every 3 minutes. It pins for 30 seconds and you can put it back up every 3 minutes. So I gotta wait. So I gotta wait a few more minutes. I'll pin it up again in a second for you. Found it. Okay, yeah. And Service Plus is the other way to get to that. What are the advantage of being with an agency? I tell people all the time, you don't know what you don't know. You don't. So agencies should be